Oh, yeah. Oh, it's working. Oh, brilliant, mate. Right, okay. Hello. This is the deacon of the fucking place that doesn't exist. It's in your head. The unseen University of Gateshead, right? We're having a little bit of a philosophical discussion here about something that may or may not happen in our lifetimes. I would like to think it would happen in my lifetime, and that maybe even both outcomes will happen. Or if you take the idea of the metaphorical choice option comparison, that actually all four things will happen. And right, okay, so I'll give you a scenario suggested. You've got to come and be part of this, man. It's not just me monologuing. Okay, we're having a discussion here. Okay, so my friend is here. I'm not going to introduce him. He's completely anonymous. He's anonymous. Wears an anonymous mask. And even I don't know what his name is, what he looks like. He just has a key to the door, lets himself in through magical means, comes and presents me with philosophical discussion topics for the philosophy department of the unseen University of Gateshead, which you are now having a sort of podcast, video cast, lesson in philosophy and morality on YouTube, technical terms. Right. What is your question?
Okay, so I put it to thee.
Come closer, just in case the audio is not picking up very good, okay?
So the previous question was a choice between our favourite female artists, Miley Cyrus and Lily Allen.
What is called pop stars.
Pop stars, yes. Petite, very petite girls, very talented. And I'm sure they are the object
put it
of...
very politely and say if you given the choice to marry one or the other is pretty much what you said. We may have put it in a slightly more uncouth manner.
Yeah,
in
our pornographic, I would say. Yeah.
In our indiscretionary sort of male minds.
Being users of narcotics.
I'm human sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm a bit human, and I have nonchalant fucking tendencies, but I've also got
narcotics.
Yeah, wants.
So, narcotically speaking, we had to put that.
Sorry,
we had to put it into the conversation
seconds,
also.
So
2 seconds. To what we were saying.
Let me repeat everything you say, just in case it's not picking it up.
Okay, so
to just shorten that briefly. Tell us the start of it, and I'll repeat it so we're making sure we're not missing anything.
So you came to a point where, by some godly means, you've managed to have Miley Cyrus and Lily Allen in your living room on your sofa.
And the choice is, which one do you choose?
Yeah, you've got them there somehow.
Engage
by some
in
means.
The most beautiful thing you can do with a man and a woman. We'll keep this child friendly almost.
Yeah, PG.
Almost PG.
Yeah.
PG-13. PG sort of 13 and a half.
Yeah. We'll call it that.
Don't do what we do.
Yeah.
We observe what we do.
Do not do this at home.
Learn that these are things you can do, but it's not always suitable for everyone to do.
Yeah.
You know, we're not suggesting that you follow our lead in terms of
a PG-13 iteration. We're not going 18 here, you know. No.
It's not an 18.
No.
I kind of don't like 18 films sometimes. They're just gruesomely violent or gruesomely...
Leave a little bit up to the imagination.
What you might call rude, crude,
uncouth,
prudish. It would be the opposite. If you're prudish, you wouldn't like those sorts of things. We're not particularly.
Imagination is.
I'd like to make this something that is almost possibly something that could be looked at in the future if it became ever so slightly popular. Not in an
artistic way,
hits or anything.
For artistic reasons, obviously.
Artistic reasons and educational reasons. This is a fucking educational establishment as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
This is something to educate you, hopefully inspire you.
It's a paradigm of pornographic philosophy of the mind.
A paradigm of pornographic philosophy of the mind. A paradigm. Could we look up a definition for paradigm, or could you Could you
okay,
sort
so
of define paradigm for people who may not understand that word?
So looking at the way that we look at sex at the moment, our trail of thought.
No, just the word paradigm, and then explain what it means in the terms of the phrase you use.
Paradigm is a different way of looking at things. It's a shift in thought.
Ah, yes. I've heard that before. Okay. Right,
so
paradigm shift. A paradigm shift is a phrase often
excellent.
used. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have our Pornhubs. We'll have our red
Not
tube.
if you're under 18, you don't.
No, we don't. We don't have to. Definitely do not. That's a no.
So
no.
Try not to mention those too much. Just say it in general terms. There are things on the internet that
we have very explicit material on the internet that we can look at.
Meant for adults, consenting adults, containing views of consenting adults, doing things that.
And that's our perception of porn. Of
fun to do as an adult.
Yes.
And should be considered to be. I don't know. I don't want to just like lose my train of thought.
We don't want to go in the depth of scrolling
the wrong thing. I'd rather stop before I say the wrong thing
and
just lose the train of thought a bit than say something fucking retarded.
We don't want to watch someone scrolling someone's ass. Basically, that's 18.
Yeah, we don't want our asses getting screwed, or slapped,
or scranned.
Except maybe smacked very gently by Lilian or Miley Cyrus.
But not with the hand.
One each cheek.
Yeah, I would use the mammary glands, hence boobies, to spank. Or
that would be quite difficult because they're both rather
small-titted.
Very well endowed. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You're both very pretty.
That's the spank, though.
Very nice.
That's a nipple spank right there.
And Lilian, you've said, either in an interview on your book or something, you kind of feel.
We're going way off topic now. This is our imagination running wild, by the way.
No, we're getting to the point. It doesn't matter. We've got about a 35-minute podcast.
My imagination is running a bit wild now, and it's getting a bit too over PG-13.
Yeah. I mean, I had to say
I'm
before
starting to think about like Lily Allen's nipples.
I had to stop a little bit before because I was saying it was getting a little bit like Glasgow, where I was completely off my tits on a portion of LSD, some ketamine, some MDMA, which is also known as methylene dioxymethamphetamine, and some straight amphetamine, as in speed. Miley, we're talking about Lily for a bit. We'll get to you in a minute, Miley.
We're not leaving you out, Miley.
We're not leaving you out.
No,
we'll try and give equal time sort of thing to be discussed.
This is a two-dimensional paradigm. Okay, there's two dimensions to this.
So anyway, I was at the gig. Lily went off stage for a bit. I don't know if it was like the encore or whether it was just she went off for 2 minutes and it was like almost like a semi-encore, which is an interesting word because she come back on. She was wearing a top.
And those are two words there: come back on and semi on.
Yeah, very important words. Very important.
It's very important. It's incept
a black lacy top, and it was like pretty much see through. And like I was like going, oh my! I didn't say oh my, but I was thinking, oh my! I've never seen this girl look so pretty. I've been closer to her because I met her.
Yeah.
I think maybe I've touched her hand and shook her hand.
And there was skin to skin contact.
I can't remember. I don't clearly remember.
However slightly, however.
But
there was skin to skin contact somehow.
There was some sort of thing where I was looking onto the stage at Lily. I physically had to go, oh, man, sorry. There's like people present who are under 18.
We're not worthy.
I didn't want to be getting this.
We're not worthy.
Sort of thing happening in me pants at this very moment, where it's also been so motherfucking high that I could get a little bit paranoid if I was walking about with what Viagra would do to certain parts of your body. If you are aware of that, you would be aware of that.
Basically, he was afraid he might have a wet patch on his pants after.
Not quite that. But
sorry, not a wet patch. A flood. A flood, a river.
No, that's no, man.
An ocean.
He's exaggerating. It wouldn't have got that far, but there might have been a bit of
would have put a damp
shape in your pants.
Yeah, it wouldn't have flooded the whole place. It would have been a damp.
Might have bumped against someone if I'd been pushed forward or not been careful how I was dancing, or which in some situations would be very, very nice.
It would be helpful as well because the exit could
not
be
if you're standing there tripping your damn face off and there's like, 14-year-olds there and stuff. No. This is just look the other way.
Yeah.
Calm down. Calm down. Take it easy.
Yeah.
We don't
want that behaviour. That's uncouth.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your body sometimes reacts on its
snuff
own.
material.
But you have your brain to say whether you are going to continue to look at something that is going to make your body react or look away. This is important for violent things. People just look at violence. Sometimes on the news, this is a media thing we're now getting across to, but we're going
that is
get back to
pornographic
you,
reasoning. That is reason of the mind. Reasoning. Yeah.
Often in the media, negative images are portrayed right now. You can have situations where you get very violent things on the internet.
That was a subliminal
and
image
people
there.
Look at them and they're like, "Oh, I can't look away. It's so nasty," and they get it's fucking horrible, mate. Just turn it off. You have a choice.
Don't let that image.
You have a choice what to do with your fucking images in your brain and the third eye, the visions you create, the visions you want to create, the things you want to see in life. Look up the Three Monkeys philosophy. The
Three Monkeys philosophy.
Do you want to describe it briefly, what you understand it, if you understand it as I understand it?
What's this? The Three Monkeys philosophy.
The Three Monkeys philosophy. See no evil.
Ah, right. Hear no evil.
Hear no evil.
Ah. Speak no evil. Right. See, I never knew that was what it was called, but I have seen and heard and spoken about it in practice.
So I just got to wipe my nose a little. I've got a little bit of a runny nose from snot loads of amphetamines over the last 4.5 days.
So, a shift in paradigm, pornographic, philosophical thought. The general explanation is thinking differently. Why you're thinking about porn in a philosophically enriching and enlightening way.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, in a constructive way.
You can be turned on by something, but it doesn't have to be like horribly, awfully, nasty, dirty,
snuff.
Horrible. That's the worst thing
Snuff
you
porn.
find.
Yeah.
That is, my God, people who that is
tasteful
Westlife shit, mate. Right? I have this phrase.
Westlife.
If you are Westlife, I never ever
would let you
want you in my vicinity. You will never enter my house if I know you're Westlife shit. Because you are shit.
You would not be
literally
viewed.
You are a bastard, cunting, fucking toe rag, arsehole.
And we're not going to take NSYNC either.
Prick.
NSYNC is
Can we
definitely
think of some more swear words, please? Because it still doesn't get to it. Do you know where it comes from?
Yeah.
He knows where it comes from. Shall I let him explain it, or shall I explain it?
Well, halfway there, I'll tell you what, I'll just explain the first
half. There's 2 words, West and life.
Beep.
Beep, beep, beep. Who's doing life? Carl West.
Beep.
That's Westlife.
Beep, beep.
Beep, 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 beep. Censored.
Yeah.
No, we're not really, because we're not on a Facebook live stream. We can say what we want.
Oh, shit, okay.
It's recording.
Editing can be done
later. It's going to go out. I'm not going to edit. I'm just going to
leave that
if
shit
somebody
alone.
else wants to take and
leave
edit
that
it later.
Shit alone.
Leave that shit alone, mate.
Yeah,
do not touch that fucking shit.
Do not
I
edit.
don't need your coke. I don't need your ketamine. You can keep your heroin, but I'll have my speed. Oops. Oh shit! I get looks.
No, fuck you! Let that
right,
bag.
Start again.
You let that horse out the bag.
Do us a favour, go and open the window as wide as possible so I can throw the laptop out of it really violently so it smashes outside into a billion trillion pieces.
Pieces.
So we can put back the pixels together, the actual atoms, the actual atoms.
Yeah.
And rebuild the entirety of reality inside what we construct to be the new laptop.
Yeah. So that's inception right there. Inceptual trail of thought.
It's a conceptual thought. It doesn't have to be real. You can explain something. It can be a paradox because it's not real. And you can use words to be imaginary. And you can sink off into an imaginary world. I said to my friend, if you were a doctor, right, this is an interesting concept. Right, Miley, we're going to have to get back to you very soon, otherwise we're rambling. Well, we're
keeping you waiting.
We're
teasing you. We're tantalising you.
Just as a thing. If you're a doctor, right, and you're a psychological doctor type of person, a psychologist or a psychiatrist or whatever type of thing.
There's a certain psychopathy to it.
They're similar but not exactly the same.
Yeah.
If you have a patient who is like delusional but happy, would you tell them, if it was going to make them depressed, to basically stop being delusional and force them to stop being delusional, or do you allow them to be delusional if they're not causing harm, and allow them to live in their pretty little, I'm going to marry Lily Allen, and Miley Cyrus is going to be my mistress. I am so happy, because this will happen, man. I'd go and tell my daughter that. That's delusional, totally, mate. It's so preposterously unlikely that it will happen.
It's delusion. It's a delusion of grandeur.
It probably won't. It's a delusion of grandeur.
But it makes you happy.
I don't care. It makes me happy. Yeah. Why should I be told that won't happen and have you forced down your throat? Sorry, my throat. Your belief.
Miley, you will come next.
When you're negative.
Come again.
I'm sorry. Miley Cyrus. Okay. What can I say about you? You are vegan, apparently. So I've heard. I'm a very
You've got
strict
good taste.
Shit vegan. I'm a very strict vegetarian, but I'm a very, very, very shit vegan. I eat cheesecake all the time because we worship cheesecake. Please, Miley, could you consider spending some of your vast fortune,
that's part of the Cheesecake Society,
which is pretty much know to be in the millions of dollars, even pounds, whatever, on
euros.
A product which is basically a vegan cheesecake, right? To retail at
almond milk
89p, right, in the Tesco shop on Coatsworth Road. This is really important. In Bensham, in Gateshead, which is near Newcastle upon Tyne in the United Kingdom, right? Okay, that's really important. But if you do it well, obviously you're not just going to do like one for there, but just sell it to Tesco, right? You can have this and make it for 28p, and
that's
because I'm actually so fucking cool, I'll only take 29 for it, because I'm not bothered. 1 penny profit on 1 million cheesecakes.
You're not undermining anyone.
Week.
Asda loves it.
Is it correct? That's £100,000.
Sorry, repeat that one.
If you were to make 1 penny per cheesecake,
you had 1,000 cheesecakes.
No, you have 1 million.
1 million cheesecakes
over all of the Tesco's in the country. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
This might be slightly not what you'd be able to sell. I don't know if you'd be able to sell that many. Maybe 100,000. Well, okay, but take it back down to more reality level. Call it 100,000 once it gets going a bit. So it wouldn't initially be, it'd be maybe 10,000, 30, 50.
100,000 pennies. That's
after a year, it might be 100,000. Okay, so that's relatively realistic as a business proposition. Okay, I'm putting this to you as a business proposition. Okay, so first of all, you have to do some product development to some sort of chef type person to investigate how to make the cheesecake from whatever ingredient you decide, some kind of nut milk, hemp milk mixture, I would suggest, an actual mixture of more than one nut, right? So if you've got nut allergy, just die, fuck off, right? I can't be arsed with you. Sorry, I didn't mean that nasty way. I'm just you're out of the equation. You can't need it anyway.
There's a market for that.
But it's a market for that. I can't fucking date everything at once. It cannot be completely, absolutely fucking perfect for everyone all at the same time, of the fucking everything.
Yeah.
It's fucking. I'm trying my best.
There will be exceptions.
All right-ish.
Exceptions will be made.
Didn't expect us to do like. I've only got 2 hands. I can't clean the table at the same time as doing washing up in the kitchen. I can't do that at the same time. One at a time I can do. If you prioritise or whatever, I can do both. But you've got to give us a little bit of time to explain this. Okay, so basically, what we're talking is 100,000 cheesecakes, 1 penny each, profit, as in profit. Guessing these figures, but so that's not unreasonable. I don't think.
100 pennies in a pound.
Right, so Tesco are going to make
add 2 zeros onto that.
60p per cheesecake. Oh. That's quite a viable proposition for them to make 60p on a cheesecake. This might be unrealistic. It might be a little bit more than 28p to make the cheesecakes. But if they're done in bulk enough, if the fucking stuff is got pretty much from source,
mass production,
as in not going out and buying like a vat of fucking almond milk and hemp milk, like literally buy either the hemp seed, even maybe buy a farm to grow hemp seed. Maybe say 5 years to do it, plan it. Buy trees
investment for
which are almond trees, an area of land with almond trees on. Buy, hazelnut trees, all sorts of, right? Plan it. Just literally, like, it's not just the asset of the Cheesecake factory and the cheesecakes. It's like literally this job, mate, is like, it's not just a fucking, like, a product that'll take $1.5 million to come to
there's
the
that
shops.
word again, come.
Oh, fucking hell, I would come all over that cheesecake and I would eat it, mate. If I knew you would develop it, I'd eat it every day, man. I eat cheesecake every day. It was a part of my staple diet.
No,
so I maybe wouldn't come on it.
I think she might be gag-toast intolerant. She might be gag-toast intolerant.
Gag-toast intolerant. Are you lactose intolerant? Is that a double speak word, that?
That's a double speak
word. Gag-toast intolerant.
Gag-toast intolerant.
So, anyway, I met some guys making this electronic musical instrument using samples. It was like a thing like that. It cost about €1.5 million to get to the product stage development. Right? What I think you need to earmark is actually 13 million to get the product to market properly.
Yeah.
But do it just with Tesco's for now, because it's me local. I cannot go to Walmart, Asda, fucking
It's a nice
not next to where I live, so it'll be a bit of an arse for me. And this is for me essentially. It's for you. It's for other people as well.
Local firms.
It's a suggestion. It's something silly, but it's something that you could literally do at the fucking drop of a hat with your beauty, your intelligence, your power, your fucking magical abilities to sing beautiful songs, right?
So, would you, if we had a choice, Miley, and Lily, you are listening too, we're not leaving you out. There's a choice between.
Let's skip back to the original question at the start, because possibly people have even forgotten what that was. What was it?
The question was,
and still is. We haven't answered the question yet. We're just discussing things related to that question.
Intolerant or otherwise.
Details. The devil's in the detail, mate.
It's in the details.
In the detail. Always in the detail.
PG-13, obviously.
PG-13, obviously. Yeah. Maybe even 15. I'm not totally
sure.
Depends
what context.
It depends sort of on your maybe level of development, emotionally, physically.
It depends how we come into the
intelligently.
The question. How we come into the question. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Safely. Come into the question safely.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe even 12. 12. It'd push maybe if they're an emotionally intelligent 12-year-old and they're not like Raj fucking. Oh, what you talking about? Fucking. Come on, cheesecakes. What the hell is that all about? I'm not saying you can't. If you're 12 years old, it's very unlikely you'd be able to actually produce the sperm.
That's a lot of prepubescent talk.
Don't stress about things like that. You have like comparisons with your friends at school. Most of them fucking lie, mate. I had a mate at school claimed he went out with a girl no one ever met, who from a different school, and he shagged her at 13 regularly, and he was like proper porn star and that. And I think maybe it's true. Maybe he just completely fucking made it up. Made it up. Did he make it up?
Tips.
DM from my school. I'm not saying your full name. DM. Pass the tobacco, please. Did you make that up? Was it true? Was it not true? I didn't care, mate. I'm not bothered. Anyway, so the question we're faced with is if you had a choice to marry either Lily Allen on one hand, or Miley Cyrus, or maybe be a celibate monk and just sit there meditating until one of them grabs you and
until Sam arrives.
I will marry you. You can't decide. Look, you other girl, you just relax and I'll take care of him, because you obviously can't make this decision.
Of Sam, by the way, Sam will have to give consent if you're going to be a meditative monk.
I've got to ask permission of Samuel. Sam, you sacked, mate. You failed the course. You're out. You're not coming to the university anymore. You're not intelligent enough to study at my fucking university. You're a fucking Mongtong, mate.
You've been front.
Oh, we've got to define Mongtong as well. I can't be arse, mate. Look up Mongtong in the next video. Mongtong, the definition. Also, ping mock. Fucking Plankstar, which is not mine, that's Blair's. Gram, nah. That's really important. You're not even getting an idea what that is.
That's
gram,
classified.
That's classified
yeah,
information.
We can't divulge that information.
Can't divulge that information.
Yeah,
It's
you
on the
have to have a year's subscription of
60-year Official Secrets Act of the University of Gateshead. Files will not be revealed.
If you produce a feed
video,
to
or otherwise
philosophical
formats.
club, pornographic club, then you probably might be given that information.
Yeah, I mean, if you were like a 25-year-old girl and you happen to knock on the door saying, "Do you think I'm sexy? And I've brought some cocaine, would you like some?" I'd consider imparting that information to you what that meant. That's, and probably invite you in to snort some of your cocaine. And maybe,
to the facts, yeah.
Like, explain to you how I perceive your beauty, or not, as the case may be. But chances are, if you turn up at the door and you're a 25-year-old girl, and you've got a gram of cocaine or a gramner of cocaine, as did we define it? No, we didn't. Didn't define it. We used it in context.
We'll leave you up to.
Right, but basically, if that was the case, the likelihood is I'm going to say, well, hey, bloody hell, this doesn't happen every day. I think even if you're a bit ugly, as like some buzzcocks guy from Cramlington, who's the godfather of Cramlington and that, put it, like, even if you're rough as fuck, I still think you are lush, right? Like, literally, if you come round my house and you're like really polite and that, and you're ugly as sin, like a lot of lads going, "Oh, you're really fucking ugly, I can't get off you." Oh, put a bag over your head, type ridiculous, like, this is not what really people say generally, but lads will have these type of banters in private when the lasses aren't there behind their back. I'd probably just say it to your face, mate. I'd probably just say, like, literally, I think you're kind of ugly, but the fact that you actually had the balls to come here and you're really fucking polite and nice, I'm not really asked what you look like. I'll fucking get you in my bed and we will see how many orgasms we can both have, mostly on your end, not mine. And
within the spectrum,
I'm not asking
beyond the
about the
spectrum.
cocaine. It's nice, but I'll sort of take it or leave it. But I'll sort of maybe I don't know, mate. Anyway, right, we're at 27 minutes, so we've got about 6.5, 7 minutes left. If you want to run really quickly to make a cup of tea, do so now, because I'm making a rollie, and nothing interesting is going to happen in the next 90 seconds that's completely unmissable, okay?
Yeah, we'll keep it time.
Caught you out. No, I'm okay. Right.
And we're back.
Yeah, and we're back. We're back in the room. It's like a hypnotic fucking therapy session, mate. You're looking at yourself in the computer screen as you film. You're going, am I typing shit?
But what
or
if
am I
you could have been a contender? You could have had May.
Oh my God, I could have been a contender. I could have had Lily.
Instead,
and I told Miley Cyrus all the business decisions that would make her a billionaire cheesecake.
But instead, you just
patron
wanking
of cheesecake. What's the word, like a cheesecake legacy? A cheesecake, like like a family that's like a family. What's the word, man?
Family tree,
like your family tree, but like a legacy, like a big family tree, like an extensive, long-lasting dynasty. The Cheesecake Dynasty. The start of the Cheesecake Dynasty. Like literally, Lily. Really sorry. I'll put this idea as like towards for Miley, but I had to talk about you both. I've not met Miley yet. I've met you. But however, also
you're in a dynasty.
You're not that skint. If you did it in a slightly smaller way, not buying all of the fucking acres and acres and acres and acres of fucking land that you need. Maybe not even supplying the entire UK, just doing 10,000 cheesecakes per week.
That's a reasonable number.
That's a bit more doable. Smaller scale.
Yeah. We can work with that.
Your costs might go up to 38 or 37 pence per cheesecake. But if it was actually 37, you could take 2 pence instead of 1, which should be doubling in money in a sense, which would be canny.
Yeah.
Now
that would
that's
increase the
not
market
bad.
value. Yeah, that would.
Tesco, obviously, it wouldn't be as attractive, but fucking hell, mate.
Again, we're not
An
being
outlay
biased as the two, but we have to stay local.
an outlay of
We've got to stay
39
local.
pence, a comeback of 89 pence. That's more than double, which is the standard dealer markup, if you know that. Double, always, yeah.
That's the standard.
It's a standard. It's Furry Freak Brothers, mate. Furry Freak Brothers. Look up the last video. The unseen. Sorry, mispronouncing. The last video was entitled "The Unseen University of Gateshead -Decade." It's a bit crackly. I do apologise for the quality on it. The laptop didn't work very well. The recording didn't work very well. But there's some interesting content on there.
But it's all the shifting paradigm thought of pornographic. Philosophy.
Right, so anybody come back with a tea? You didn't miss a huge amount. We just sort of said
2 sugars. I hope you took 2 sugars.
Into maybe be Cheesecake Dynasty sort of starter as well, but in a slightly smaller, maybe more sustainable long term.
I suppose you could probably relate it to, would you have 2 sugars in your coffee and 1 sugar in your tea? Tea meaning Lily and coffee meaning Miley.
Well, I like coffee.
Yeah.
Personally.
I prefer coffee too.
Now, okay.
Yeah.
Should we just get to the gist of it? It was quite funny when we came up. I actually came up with this comparison. Now, it's interesting that if you can come up with interesting metaphors that make sense and something absolutely completely unrelated to what you're talking about, but kind of you can see the comparison.
Yeah, there's a relation
to being.
There's a link.
I can't even understand how to explain that here.
Because it's a new paradigm. That's why
it's paradigm shifting thinking.
Yeah, it's a new paradigm shift.
So I'm quite tight. Right, let's get this rolling and get a bit more cardio up my nose. So I'm waiting.
It's kind of like
coffee.
It's
kind of like coffee. Oh, I've got coffee.
Oh, right. Well, you can be a battle rapper, but you can do it in a gentlemanly way. Again.
Oh yeah. We did this before. We did a sort of gentlemanly battle rap.
A gentleman battle rap. Yeah.
Think about oh, I don't like the way that you are talking, my son. I will have to come over and kick you on the bum. If you continue your shit-ass ranting saying that you are the best MC, it will be proven to me and you that it is not me.
Unlike if Nessie existed.
Not the same as saying you are, just saying I'm not, but also you are not. However, I may be a little better than you because I'm not blue, I'm not unhappy, I'm a chappy. So tell you what, take this finger, take a photo, practice doing that to yourself, then shove it up your bum and have a fisty bum wank, you little plank. Stir.
There we go.
What am I saying?
Applause. It's a slight gentlemanly battle rap there. That's a nice introduction.
It doesn't have to be fucking aggressive. You can get across a message without being aggressive. You can get across a sexual message without being all like, yes, let's can I lick your fucking cheeks and stuff and can I touch your hand? Fuck off, mate. Get off. Didn't touch us, man. Tell us what you want. I want to suck your cock because you are lush. My name is Lily Allen or Miley Cyrus. You have to choose who will suck your cock, who you will bed, who you will marry. Oh my God, right, we're running out of time. I said 35 minutes. Should we just spill the beans?
Spill the beans. Let it all out.
The metaphor is, it's like being given the fucking choice between cod, who, ketamine sex on the one hand and a line of coke on the other, right? And now he shush, man, shush. Don't listen. And now what you're gonna say? He's fucking giving it away. I hope he's in here. You're gonna say, oh well, fuck, why do you want a line of coke when you get sex and ketamine? They're fucking awesome. The fucking cocaine line's a foot cunting long, mate, and it's fat. Doesn't matter how fat. It's fucking 3 foot long, mate. 3 fucking cunt and fucking it's 92 or 3% pure.
Probably the thickness of
You
two
die
fingers
about
of Twix.
fucking 8 times in a week off that.
About 2 of these.
Even like taking it really slow. I don't know how long that would last.
The thickness of 2 Twixes.
I'll be cheeky and say it would last me about 5 minutes, which is a complete lie. It would last a lot longer than that.
5
but
days. 5 days.
maybe it's 5 days.
Give or
Like
take
you
or
do it in
two.
5 days. So like you think 5 days on cooking, or maybe 40 minutes having sex and having like a really relaxed, whoa, fucking hell for half an hour after like while the ketamine wears off, or like 5 days of like maybe the same lass is there,
Yeah.
but you're just chatting instead of fucking, and you're having a right laugh, but also there's only one condom. Oh my god, 35 minutes,
MG.
fucking bang, boom, blow your fucking mind, mate. University of Gateshead, unseen, fucking, what did I call it? The ketamine dream? Nah, I didn't call it that. We called it
We've got to give it a go.
philosophy of choice.